Naval Technology, 27th of February 2023, the U.S. gets ready for conflict with China by preparing Mk-48 torpedoes. As tensions rise for a war with China, the U.S. readies itself and its allies in the Asia-Pacific region with Mk-48 torpedoes. The U.S. and its allies in the Asia-Pacific region appear to be stepping up their naval warfare investment in response to China's massive war fleet, while the war in Europe against Russian aggression has led to a noticeable increase in defense investment, especially for land-based platforms, from HIMARS to MBTs. The U.S. is beginning to focus on another autocratic regime that presents an equally dangerous threat in the Far East, as Russian forces appear to be contained as a threat at the regional level. The People's Republic of China, PRC, has been illegally claiming control over large areas of land in the South China Sea, SCS, including the independent nation of Taiwan, to push the boundaries of the so-called rule-based order. The Asia-Pacific region consequently needs maritime assistance more than ever. The Mk-48 Mod 7 heavyweight torpedo program was recently supported by 2 contracts granted by the U.S. Department of Defense, DoD, on February 24. Science Application International Corporation won the first prize. SAIC. The Virginia-based technology firm received $102 million to execute options for producing heavyweight torpedo all-up-round Mk-48 components, spare parts, production support materials, engineering support, and hardware repair. For engineering and repair services at intermediate repair activity, Pearl Harbor, Hawaii, in support of the Mk-48 torpedo efforts, Lockheed Martin was given the second contract worth $16 million. The Mk-48 Mod 7 torpedo was developed with the Royal Australian Navy, RAN, and achieved initial operational capability in 2006. Further software upgrades for the Mk-48 that enhance capacity in the most challenging situations have been made possible by the Mk-48 Mod 7 hardware upgrade. The Foreign Military Sales (FMS) program supports the U.S. Navy, USN, the RAN, and the Government of Taiwan, according to the details of the contract that the DoD gave to SAIC. It is nothing new to increase the USN's capabilities in reaction to Chinese provocations. The USN has already noticed improved weaponry for their frigates as well as the slow development of the DDG-X program. However, the Mk-48's supply by the DoD to Australia and Taiwan shows the beginning of the U.S. government's preparations for a possible future conflict. Investment in underwater combat systems must rise. In its Global Underwater Warfare System, UWS, market report, the research firm Global Data compiles data. Torpedoes are reportedly the UWS with the second highest compound annual growth rate, CAGR 4.02%, in Asia-Pacific, trailing only torpedo countermeasure systems and decoys USW with a CAGR of 4.76%. Out of the nations in and around the SCS, the PRC is expected to be the biggest buyer of torpedoes in 2023, spending $49.5 million. After Taiwan, with $36.3 million. Then, to mention a few, South Korea had $19.3 million, Japan had $16.8 million, and Australia had $16.4 million. But in 2023, the U.S. will pay more than $151 million. As nations stockpile naval weaponry in anticipation of a possible future conflict with the PRC and the SCS, this data provides a sense of the demand for USWs. Improved sonar capabilities are needed to combat new Chinese submarines that use world-class Russian technologies that have been taken from other militaries using espionage. Global claims that the People's Liberation Army Navy, PLAN, which has more than 300 surface combatants, is the most oversized in the Asia-Pacific region in its Global Naval Vessels and Surface Combatants Market Report. 2023 to 2033. The USN has lately been prodded into producing more frigates to meet their force structure goal of 355 ships, surpassing China's tally. But thanks to Lockheed Martin, the Mk-48 torpedo is a highly advanced weapon that will probably have a high kill rate against the planned sizable but aging fleet. In the end, quality prevails over number. According to Lockheed Martin, the leading Mk-48 Mod 7 heavyweight torpedo manufacturer, its sonar system makes it so effective. The firm claims the sonar systems will give heavyweight torpedoes improved bandwidth and streamlined targeting and tracking capabilities.